Okay, so this video is just a supplemental video to show you guys how to work this loans formula if you have a calculator that looks like, a calculator that looks like this one, um, or just to show you an alternate way of doing the calculations. There's more than one way that you can punch these into your calculator. And so I wanted to make sure I showed a way other than the way I showed in the longer video. All right. So if you've got that calculator I just showed you, then, whoop, let's try that again. Just wanted to slide it over a bit. Okay. Then it looks something like this, and you've got that plus or minus key, and you've got that 1/x key. Okay, those are the main differences for you. And then you've got the parentheses, but your calculator needs a little extra love. Okay, so here's how you can put this into that calculator. I just break it up, working from the inside on out. So starting inside here with the 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12. And this is that first example with Marie buying the car. And hit equals. And then the next thing is the exponent to the power of -60. You still have to do the 5 times 12 and make sure you know what to punch in. So to the power of, and for you, you have to type in the 60 and then make it negative. Enter. So you've done this part. Now you make that negative. So hit your negative key and add the 1. This is a positive 1. So plus 1. So now you've got all of this and you just multiply by the 250. So you see how we just worked our way from the inside out. So inside, then to the right, then to the left. Okay? So that's that numerator. This is what you should have for that part. And then divided by, and the denominator is still easy. You can just use your parentheses there. Parentheses 0.07 divided by 12, close the parenthesis, equals. And there is your $12,625.50. Okay? Now, this calculator here on my computer was able to handle some of the sets of parentheses. Okay? So I am not completely sure how much you can successfully do with your parentheses keys on this calculator. I always just break it up because what I remember is that anytime that I tried to help a student who had this calculator, the parentheses just didn't work. Trying to put in all those parentheses at once like that, it just wasn't working. And I don't know what I don't know what just happened here. My picture went away. This is not the right picture. Okay. This is a graphing calculator. These do everything. But anyway, I don't know where the calculator just went. But yes, like I said, the parentheses just weren't working. And so I've always just stuck to breaking it up, working from the inside out. And as long as they practice that, they're able to get their calculator. Now, some people just decided I'm not dealing with that and bought a new calculator. So that is up to you, okay? But that's how you do that one on that calculator. All right, now let me pause here and show you the other example. All right, so here's that second example. And we were finding the monthly payment, which means we needed to solve for D. So let me show you the way, just a different way to solve for D. And again, this is going back to a regular scientific calculator or a graphing calculator or one of those, all right? So we can split the fraction and think of D as being multiplied by this big fraction, okay? So when we do that, we punch that big fraction into the calculator and get the number that it equals. So here we go. Parenthesis 1 minus, parenthesis 1 plus, 0.06 over 12, close the parenthesis, to the power of negative 360, close parenthesis, equals, and this is that numerator, divided by, parenthesis, here comes our denominator, 0.06 over 12, close parenthesis, equals. And here's what that big fraction came out to be. 166.791 ... So we keep that in our calculator, okay? And then now to solve for D, we just divide the 270,000 by this number that's in our calculator already. So we take the 270,000 and divide it by the answer we just got. So this is where we use that answer key on your calculator. It comes in very handy. Again, don't clear anything because you want the calculator to use that answer that you just got. So here we go, 270,000 divided by that answer equals, and there's your $1,618.79 again. All right, so for my class, this is the way I've been showing you in the other two videos. I did it a little bit differently in that longer video, but this is the way we've been doing it this is the way we've been doing it all along. Okay, so you can do it either way. If you like the way I showed in the longer video, you can switch to that. I recommend that you just pick one way and stick to it and make sure you can get the right answer. Pick the way that makes the most sense to you, okay? If neither one, just pick the one that you're going to do, all right? And learn it well, okay? Again, this one is for calculators that have the answer button. So if you've got this guy that doesn't have the answer button, okay, this bad boy again, you got to do it a little bit differently. So you're still punching in that numerator from the inside out. So 1 plus 0.06 over 12. Ooh, just 12. Ooh, 12. There we go. Enter. To the power of negative 360. And remember, you have to type 360 negative. Enter. And then make that answer negative and add the 1. negative plus 1 equals. So now that's the top divided by, here comes the denominator, parentheses 0.06 over 12. Enter. And there's your 166,791. Again, if you want to play around with the parentheses and see what your calculator can handle and what you can get it to do, feel free. But I always just like to tell my students, work from the inside out. If you can go home and build on that however you like. As long as you're getting the right numbers, everything will be fine. So 166.791 is what we're dividing by, but you don't have that answer key. So instead of dividing, you take the reciprocal and multiply. So here's your reciprocal key, the 1 over, okay, the 1 over x key. I don't know why my red dot all of a sudden doesn't want to go over there. All right, the 1 over x, oops, sorry, the 1 over x key. So take the reciprocal and multiply. Reciprocal times 270,000 equals, and there's your 1618.79. Okay, all right, I think that'll do it, everybody. Have a good night or afternoon or whatever time of day that it is for you. Bye-bye. If I can get my tools back to stop the recording. There we go. All right, bye-bye.